Thankfully, we don't have far to walk. Oh, I love this barn. I love it when you can park your truck, walk 15 yards, and you're already at your spot. I'm on doe patrol tonight. It is the evening of November 4th. It's kind of warm, so figured instead of going into some of my better spots, I don't want to risk it yet. We're still early. I'm not seeing quite as much buck movement as I think I should be seeing at this time. So just tells me that things haven't popped off quite yet. These smaller bucks are just starting to cruise. Some of the big ones are just starting to show themselves in daylight. So we're going to take advantage of the warm evening, take down a doe or two. We'll see what I've given the opportunity tonight. But this is an awesome little spot. It's one of those ground blinds that's been here forever, and the deer are very used to it. So I've taken several deer out of here with a shotgun. I think Todd and I hunted this one time with a bow, and we showed it on the show. We came very close to getting a doe, but it's just a cool spot. It's a great spot for somebody that has ADD, that doesn't like being cooped up inside of like a tree stand or a ground blind. You can get bored and just walk around inside the barn. It's great. Look out all the windows. See if anything's coming. It's awesome. So I'm gonna tiptoe around, hopefully get a shot at a doe tonight. I gotta get the monkey off my back. Oh, the wind's perfect. It's coming in the door here, blowing out the window there. That's awesome. Have to move some brush or scoot my chair back. I am steaming in here. Figured since the sun wasn't going to be in here, it would be a little cooler, but then I think back to playing my grandpa's old barn as a kid, and it was always hot, so should have known that. I think I'm gonna have a fun sit tonight. I just got a hankering. Something different. And I love different. Here we go. Front doe to turn a little bit more. She's at 28 yards. Shot under here. That was awesome, guys. Worked out perfectly. The barn strikes again. I think that is actually my first one out of here with a bow. Like I said earlier, normally I'm slamming them with a shotgun out of here, but yeah, pretty perfect. Just tuck up in that little nook. And I'm sure you can hear in the video, there's a lot of tin popping and stuff. So even if I were to have made some noise, they kind of just dismiss it as the barn making noise itself. That doe though, she heard that arrow coming for her and ducked hard. Even aimed a bit low, anticipating it. I think I still was under the spine just by where the arrow looked like it went in and through, but nevertheless, I got out, put another arrow under her, and she's down right here, so we'll go check her out. And boy, she broke it into a million pieces. There's my broadhead, though. The 150 grained single bevel deep cuts by NAP. Nice nanny and a beautiful evening. Well, normally I would sit and wait a bit longer just in case if a buck came, but it's kind of warm tonight. I want to get taken care of. Go back. I'm going to get her field dressed right now. I'm going to get her skinned out and hung. Like I said, today was doe mission, so in this spot in particular, there's shooter bucks probably around, but I'd rather be safe, be sorry, or be safe than be sorry, and get her taken care of so she's the best tasting she can be. So, gonna get a tag on her, and that was awesome. Thanks for joining me, guys. Well, pretty exciting start to the morning. Actually, a terrible start to the morning. I made my way up in here. Got 3/4 the way up the big hill here. And sure enough, I looked down at my hands and I had forgotten my bow. So nothing was gonna die today because I wasn't even bow hunting. So I had to drop my backpack, run down the hill 400 yards back to my truck, get my bow, sweat my buns off, what little buns I have, to get back up here before daylight. I no sooner got in the tree, got the camera set up, and I had a doe sent trailing my stinky bud all the way to the base of the tree. She made her way around, didn't spook, thank the heavens, but got turkeys gobbling, turkeys yelping. It just had a really nice buck, looks like a nice 3-year-old, looping around here. I grunted at him for fun just to see if he comes in and gives us a better look, but it is an unreal start. My camera's not broken. I swear I don't have a red filter on here. It's just that red. The sunrise this morning was spectacular. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep my head on a swivel. The action's hot and heavy right off the bat. Let's hope Big Chungus is in town. Absolutely heavenly kind of morning. I definitely hear a doe bleeding. Oh, there's a doe right here, a buck. Buck. I was videotaping these turkeys. I was videotaping these turkeys, and there was this one hen that was just underneath of me, doing the old stare up at me. So I'm like, I don't know. I started playing with him. I was whistling at him and kind of doing some quiet little putts with my mouth. And all of a sudden, I noticed a little buck walking on the upside of this brush pile. And he starts walking. The turkeys are kind of doing their thing. Got some sweet video of that hen strutting. And then I was looking at that little buck. I looked back down. I turned my Insta360 off. And then all of a sudden I look back up, and where that little buck was, I just see a big body. And I'm like, oh crap, who's that? Pull up my binos. Here is a buck. This is wild. Here is a buck that 2 years ago, on November 6th, in 2023, came by me after I shot piebald. So I had shot and harvested piebald, and as I'm sitting there talking to the GoPro all excited, this buck comes ripping down, chasing after doe, comes right underneath me. Then he was just a little 8-pointer. Not a little, he was about the same size 8-pointer. Unfortunately, this buck hasn't grown. And he's always had, when he sheds his left antler, he always breaks off a chunk of his skull as well. So then, of course, this year, after he breaks off that big chunk of skull, he grows a freaking ugly spike. So I guess he's bigger than my last year buck, who was an ugly spike. I got a half ugly spike. He's down, he's dead. Got my first buck of the year. An old bruiser. Redemption on that buck. Because if piebald hadn't come by that night, he might not have been so lucky. Howdy.
Hi.
First time on camera. She's a little shy.
Hi.
How you doing?
How are you?
Good.
Congrats on your buck.
Thank you.
Yesterday.
Yeah, you got him in the back.
Huh?
You got him in the back.
He fell out of the tailgate. He didn't close the tailgate when we left.
I think yours is significantly bigger than mine.
I don't know about that,
Oh,
but
totally. Mine's only a half rack. The other side's a spike. I upgraded from a full spike to a half spike.
I wasn't passing this one up, man.
Yeah, no, he came. I thought he was going to turn right down straight to give me a 12-yard broadside shot. Naturally, he didn't, and he stood right here for the longest time. And I remember thinking, like, do I try to draw back and full frontal him because he's only 10 yards? Well, then he takes 2 more steps.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no. I'm answering that.
He takes 2 steps and just looks right up at me, and I'm like, well, it was fun while it lasted. Like, there's no way he's going to let this go. And he just looks at me and then goes, well, I'll just go this way. I'm like, perfect. So I drew back when he stood behind that tree and then smacked him somewhere. I think that's the scuff marks right there where he started running. Yeah.
That's weird.
Isn't it? He's got a little bit of fresh cedar in it too.
Oh, yeah.
We upgraded to a half spike this year. Gnarly. What a gnarly old buck. Golly. Haven't had pictures of this deer in a little while. I was kind of wondering where a hot doe must have taken him. And he's actually pretty far away from his normal core range. So that tells me he probably had a doe this past week. And as the crow flies, where he was 2 years ago on this day, November 6th of 2023, when I had killed piebald, gosh, he's got to be at least half a mile, if not more, which I know during the rut is nothing for these guys, but it's just interesting when you're used to seeing your bucks in your core areas and they disappear on your cameras, especially if you're hunting a small property. They're just probably on the neighbors, fiddle farting around with a doe. So don't panic, they'll be back. What a cool buck. Time to celebrate, guys. And if you're not in a tree, good grief, get out there. It's November. I'm just as negative as anyone when it comes to November. I say it all the time, it's overrated, it's unpredictable, but the beauty of November is its unpredictability and the fact that out of the absolute blue, you can have a beautiful mature buck come literally right underneath of your stand. So beautiful morning, November 6th. Turkey's gobbling on the roost. Gives my heart and soul a boost. Unbelievable, guys. Thanks for watching. Bow hunt or die. And don't forget your bow, because nothing dies then. Cool old buck. All right, I've made all my important phone calls. Let the crew know that I shot one. I can't wait for him. I've waited once before for Todd, and it took him 3 hours to get here, so I'm not waiting this go around. I gotta get my hands on him.